Well, hey there. Winter is coming. In fact, winter is here, sadly. All right, so apparently 49 of the 50 states are experiencing freezing stuff, okay? We don't like it. We would guess that Hawaii would be the one that's not the freezing one. That's what we guessed. However, it's North Dakota. I don't know if that's just because they're so used to it, they're like, whatever, it's just a Tuesday. But the rest of you, I'm gonna help you and I'm gonna save you a lot of money. Okay, first of all, if stuff is freezing, make sure to protect it, otherwise your pipes are gonna burst. Now, let me show you some stuff. First thing you wanna do is open up your cabinet doors. Not all your cabinet doors, where your sink is, okay? And this is why, because see, there's plumbing here, so this is an exterior wall, and if that wind's blowing hard and you're not well insulated, which let's be honest, you probably aren't, then these can burst, and they can freeze and they can burst. Now let me explain why pipes burst, for those of you that don't understand. Water expands when it gets cold, okay, when it freezes. And that's fine if it's on a lake, it expands a little bit, you're like, whatever, it's an inch taller. But if it's in a contained pipe and it can't get out, then it expands and it bursts the pipe. If you have PEX pipe, so if your house is built in the last 15 years or so, then you probably have PEX pipe, which is less likely to burst. Not impossible, less likely. It'll stretch up to 5 times more before it bursts because it's plastic and so it'll swell a bit more. But copper usually does burst, okay? And there's usually copper stub outs even if you got PEX. And so that will definitely burst. And if you leave your cabinet doors open, you have to have your heat on. But if your heat's on and the doors are shut, then it's not getting hot, it's not getting warm in that area, and then you got the cold wind blowing against it, and that's when your pipes can freeze. So that's one thing. Drip your faucets, especially on exterior walls. Let me be clear, this is an exterior wall because on the other side of this wall is the outside. That's the interior wall. You know why? Because on the other side of that, it's inside. Pretty basic stuff. Drip your faucets, not your hose bibs. A hose bib, for those of you that don't know, is what you hook your hose up to on the outside of your house. That is an exposed thing, okay? And so whenever that cold gets there, that's gonna burst that pipe. Not a good thing, it's expensive and it's a mess and it'll ruin a bunch of stuff. So you put those covers over top of them, insulate it somehow. If you can't afford the cover that costs $1.88 or whatever it costs, wrap something around it and tape it up real good. People do that too. The other thing is, you should have frost-free hose bibs, okay? And the reason why, we'll show you that in a minute. But the reason why is, on the outside of your wall, you just see the hose bib with the shutoff valve. But then on the inside is a long valve, and the actual valve is back here, so that this isn't filled up with water that's touching your exterior wall. What else do you need to do, Josh? Oh, run your pot. So wherever you've got sinks, then drip your faucets because running water is less likely to freeze, but even if it does freeze, it has an escape out. You don't want to leave your faucets dripping outside, your hose bibs dripping outside, because it actually makes it worse. It starts to freeze and then it freezes back and it explodes your pipe. So hopefully that helps. Be safe, don't do anything dumb. Keep your house safe. Love you, bye.